Hello, everybody. Hope you're all well. I'm just going to read a few affirmations because that's how I make my life a little bit easier to live. And I had them all. Here we go. I have them all in a nice, well organized way. And then I dropped them again because that's the kind of day Fridays are sometimes. Had trouble getting on, and then had trouble getting a nice seat because it rained a little bit and the cushions were wet, but they dried up pretty easy because they're polyester. But I digress. The most important thing is that I have these law attractions where I have one page for every day. Hello, everybody. Hi, Jules. Hi, Ginger Grin. In my Friday law of attractions, I have 3 of them. I collect them from everywhere. Law of attraction is just a great mindset. I don't think there's any one rule. There's different ideas here and there, and you just got to go with kind of what resonates with you. And with me, I just kind of collect them, and I have pages and pages of stuff that resonate with me. I attract the optimal people into my life according to my highest good. It's good to get people who are in alignment with your highest good into your life so you can maintain a high mindset. I use my divine infinite potential for my highest good. Again, being aligned with your highest good, sometimes when the crap happens in your life, when you're in alignment with your highest good, it really makes things a little bit more smoother because just life has crap in it. Things happen, things fall apart, problems happen. And if you're aligned with your highest good, it makes more of a transition easier. Sometimes you're like, oh, okay, it happened, I'll handle it. Other times it happened, oh my God, oh wait, it's okay, I can handle this. And sometimes all you need is not all the answers, just some answers. And it kind of reduces your anxiety, at least for me. I need a path forward. I need something to see, okay, I can get through this, and this is how. And even if it's totally irrelevant, at least if I see something to go to the end of my path to get through it, it makes it a little easier. I choose to become a better person. I choose to become a better friend. I choose to become a better partner. I choose to become a better father. I choose to become a better husband. I choose to become a better parent. I choose to become a better human being. The most important thing is that if you go to your highest self and you become the better person, it does put better people into your life. Even if you have people who are not at their highest, intellectually or higher spiritually, sometimes those are the people you need in your life. I've heard people say, oh, I need more enlightened friends. Well, no, you don't, because those friends who you consider not enlightened might be enlightened in ways that you never thought of. So sometimes dealing with them, although negative people, you don't need negative people. The best thing is that I need more positive people, or more, people with a better positive mindset in my life. That makes life more living. Not so much spirituality people, even religious people who are so deep in the dogma, they might have answers that you never considered, and you have to be open to all the answers. It's the most important thing about life is not having all the answers, but accepting someone else's answers, even if they're totally opposed to your beliefs, accepting them and listening to them, and not making them part of you, but listening to them, because maybe it's a whole big thing which you can't agree with, but there might be a tiny nugget in there to believe. Like for me, Christianity, I think, is total dogma. But the teachings of Christ, all of the things stated by Christ or stated by Christ, are important, and they have important aspects to them. There are the other people who came later who revised the Bible. They put their own personal spin onto it. I don't need that. But the pure teachings of Christ, that's what I believe in. And that's what I thought. I grew up Catholic. I was confirmed. I went all through all the steps to become a perfect Catholic. And I realized I'm just not part of this, because I saw the Holy Spirit when I was a child. And I thought that when I become confirmed, I would see the Holy Spirit again. And I never saw it. And I realized The church does have Christ consciousness in it. The problem is it's hidden under all the dogma, and you just have to filter with the dogma and find your perfect path. And even if your perfect path is different than everyone else, that's okay. Now, every day in every way, I am getting better and better. Very important. Tous les jours, à tout point, je veux, je vais au mieux et mieux. It's in French. It was written by Emile Coué, Method of Conscious Autosuggestion. In French, it flows a little easier. I don't know about as much French. I used to know French much better, but every day in every way, I am getting better and better. And every day, gifts and good things are coming my way, which was developed by R. Wade Steiger. He changes it, different parts of it. And that's the most important thing about all these affirmations is I collected them, but I also hand wrote them, and my handwriting is terrible. I went back to my computer and I physically wrote them out, but I keep changing them bits and pieces because sometimes these affirmations, someone else wrote it. It is great for them, but you have to make it part of yourself. And although the most powerful spells are those you write yourself, the most powerful affirmations are those you modify yourself. Even if this is written down by me, when I read it, I change it up occasionally because I want to be able to say at the end, this is in my own words, to go out in the world and to bring back benefit to me and everyone close to my heart. To say, yes, someone else wrote this, I modified it, and I put it in my own words. And I want to be able to say that every time I read this, or every time I read a few. Sometimes I don't say it till 5 or 6 affirmations. But something I have here that I want to start with, I know that I am pure spirit, that I always have been and I always will be. There is inside me a place of confidence and quietness and security where all things are known and understood. This is the universal mind of God, of which I am part and which responds to me as I ask of it. This universal mind of God knows the answers to all my problems, and even now, these answers are speeding their way to me now. I need not struggle for them. I need not worry. I need not strive for them. When the time comes, the answers will be there for me. When the time is right, the answers will be there for me. I give my problems to the great mind of God. I let go of them, confident that these answers will return to me when they are needed. Very important to remember that. Through the great law of attraction, everything in life that I need for my work and fulfillment will come to me when it is needed. It is not necessary that I strain about this. I only need to believe. For in the strength of my belief, my faith will make it so. I see the great hand of the divine intelligence all about me, in the flowers, in the trees, in the animals, in the brook, in the meadow, and even in the city. I know that the intelligence that created all these things is in me and around me, and that I can call upon it for my slightest need. I know that my body is a manifestation of pure spirit, and this spirit is perfect. Therefore, my body is perfect. Also, I enjoy life, for every day brings constant demonstrations of the power and the wonder of the universe and myself. I am confident, I am serene, I am sure. No matter what obstacle or undesirable circumstance crosses my path, I refuse to accept it. For nothing it is but an illusion. No matter what obstacle or undesirable circumstance crosses my path, I refuse to accept it, for it is nothing but an illusion. There can be no obstacle or undesirable circumstance to the great mind of God, which is in me, around me, and serves me now. You have to remember, all these obstacles in your life are just illusions to help you become better. No matter how crappy and terrible it might seem it makes your life, there's something about it that will make your life improve. In this, basically the 3 magic words meditation, which I just read, is from this book, The 3 Magic Words by U.S. Anderson. It's an older book. I think it was written in the 1920s, 1970s. I forget, actually. I basically found this book, 1954, written in 1954 and published a few more times. I haven't read it yet. But our Wayne Dyer, great man. He's great to listen to. Sometimes his teachings are off a bit, and that's okay. You have to learn. We all are going through our own personal paths. So if it doesn't resonate with you right now, it's okay. Accept what does resonate with you and move forward. I love the 3 magic words meditation. It puts me in a better mindset saying that it's okay. I am a spiritual being and my answers are there for me. And here is the favor affirmation, which Loretta wrote this, and I love it. Something about the affirmation is she uses a lot of she uses some not words like I am above, not below. I choose to remove nots from my life because subconsciously or source wise doesn't not understand the word not. So when you say, I am not sick, you affirm a sick mindset subconsciously. I have another friend, Katie the Alchemist. I've known her for years. She was from another group, which I think fell apart, but that was years and years ago, where she said you can use not statements, but you need to have a way of improving your life. So you say, I accept that I am sick right now, but I'm getting better because I'm eating healthy. I'm getting because I'm taking my medication. I'm getting better because I am taking vitamins. So you affirm the not that I am not in my best place, but I need to pass forward. So every not statement you say, you need to say also how you are overcoming it. And that was her idea. But for me, I choose to take the nots out because too many not things all my life. So I need to just go in the most positive mindset that I possibly can find. But Loretta wrote an affirmation. It was good for her. And 90% of it is good for me. And I accept it. So that's what you got to say. You think this affirmation mostly works for me. And I'm okay with it. So I will fix it and make it more a part of myself. All these favors and grace guide me and my family, the soul tribe, and assist us stronger and more abundantly now. Favor and grace are upon us wherever we go. Favor and grace heal our bodies as we speak favor and grace into our bodies. Favor and grace allow us to heal others as we speak favor and grace into their bodies with their permission. That's missing because you always have to make sure you have permission from people because it might not be the right time to heal. But if they have permission, at least they've affirmed that they want to heal. So when you heal others, you have to have their permission first. Favor and grace set apart me, my family, the soul tribe, our descendants, our ancestors, our family, our animals, our grounds, our homes, as favored and graced with abundance and joy. Favor and grace are on our food, water, pantry, and life force. Favor and grace walk with us when we come in and walk with us as we go out. Favor and grace cause our enemies to be at peace with us. Favor and grace cause everyone with whom we interact with to always be at peace with us. Favor and grace are upon our barns, storehouses, wherever we keep our valuables to prosper and be in safety. Favor and grace are upon us in everything we undertake. Everything we set our hands and minds to, favor and grace causes it to prosper. Favor and grace are upon all our material property, causing it to last longer and work as new. Favor and grace protect us, our offspring, and possessions from calamity. Favor and grace leads us to good fortune in all things. Favor and grace causes us to be the head. Favor and grace causes us to come on top. Favor and grace causes us to be above. Favor and grace causes us to be favored and graced with all the elements. Favor and grace causes us to be favored and graced with and in the spiritual realm. Favor and grace causes us to be graced and favored to everyone we meet. They see us with favor and grace. They hear us with favor and grace. They feel favor and grace towards us. We interact always with favor and grace. Favor and grace seeks us out, and they abide with us at all times. Knowledge, wisdom, discernment, love, compassion, luck, and joy are our constant companions. Our higher self seeks us out and guides us in all things. That's important. We're always being guided. We just sometimes don't know to listen. Prosperity seeks us out and abides with us. Prosperity, positive prosperity, financial prosperity, it's with us when we're willing to accept it. All our higher energies and entities that wish to do us harm do not prosper against us. They fail in all their attempts. All energies, all efforts, all entities that wish to do us harm never prosper against us. They fail in every single one of their attempts. No weapon of any kind can harm us, our offspring, our families, our descendants, our ancestors, nor ever prosper against us. No curse or spell holds sway over us, our offspring, family, descendants, and ancestors, nor prospers against us. For everything that would do us harm or harass us, may it dissipate. I set a hedge of protection around me. I set a hedge of protection around my family. I set a hedge of protection around each and every member of the soul tribe, individually and collectively. I set a hedge of protection around my past, my future, and I set a hedge of protection around my present, where I constantly live in the present. I set a hedge of protection around all our collective possessions. No ill thought, word, or deed holds sway or foothold or prospers against any of us, our family, our offspring, our descendants, or our ancestors. I do not consent, either knowingly or unknowingly, to any force, powers, entities, presumed authorities that try to do me harm or harm to mine, or the soul tribe, or set anything against us. Let my silence not be acquiescence to any known or unknown contract set against us or our best interest, or nor our entire family. I do not consent to anything against me, past, present, and future. I do not consent. Let my yeas be yeas, let my nays be nays. I, my family in the soul tribe are prosperous and prosper. I, my family in the soul tribe are favored and graced. I waste no thought for yesterday or tomorrow. I live for today. I see what is seen and hide nothing from myself. I know what is hidden. The veil is lifted from my eyes. I allow those with my best interest in their hearts to come through, and I see and hear them with perfect communication. We communicate effectively and efficiently. I set enlightenment and wisdom into the veil of darkness to illuminate the unknown to those ready to receive and learn. I call upon all the shadow scattered selves to come together and make us whole, so we may ascend this plane and go where we are meant to be. I send compassion, wholeness, peace, and joy to those ready to receive it, for all the timelines and dimensions of the known and unknown planes and all the earths. I want those who are ready to receive to be illuminated and to be aware and to know for any time. Anytime anyone's ready to receive the information that they need to know, have the veil lifted from the eyes, I want them to have it. It is created in my words, and what I have said is now done. So mote it be. Thank you, angels. Thank you, higher selves. Thank you, me. Thank you, Soul Tribe. Thank you, Arway and Steiger. Thank you, everyone who has influence in my life. I appreciate you. I am grateful and great filled with abundance. My cup runneth over. I am willing to share my bounty. I actually really want to share my bounty. I want to have so much bounty that I can help others. I lack nothing and all things are possible. I glow with the light of creation, and I vibrate with a frequency of love and compassion. This has been stated in my own way, in my own voice, to go out in the world and produce only positive benefit back to me and everyone close to my heart in the soul tribe. And it's most important that, I read this and I changed it a little bit, and that's what I got to do. And that's what you should do when you read affirmations, because we're in a good place. And if you can, even when things are falling apart around you, if you can have just a little bit of anchor point with these affirmations, even one of them really helps. I say a bunch it takes about half an hour usually a day from me by myself, and I hold the rods of Ra when I do it, and I have my little crystals with me sometimes. I have one called a Buddha stone. I have another one which is it's a yellow thing, Libyan glass. I have a purple, a green one from Czechoslovakia, and the name Moldavite. I have a Moldavite crystal. I have actually a couple of them. I've lost one. It's somewhere in my bed actually, and so I had to buy a couple more because thank goodness, in my city is a crystal shop which has definite connection with all different places all over the world. And I guess sometimes what you need just falls into your life. And I don't want to, if someone's on at 8 o'clock, I should probably check. I don't want to but I'm still have plenty of time. I now release everyone and everything that is stopping me from creating the life I want, attracting the love and abundance I need right now. Sometimes you've got to cut off things from your life, and you've got to state that I don't need this in my life. And honestly, I decided today, where I was talking to myself, is that I want to spend a week talking no negative to anyone. And I'm actually going to send writing a little line on my hand so that every time I see it, I'll know. It'd be in pen. I'll just see, go, why is this line on my hand? Oh, that's right. I need to be positive. It's going to be a plus, plus sign. I need to be positive today. So anytime I have something negative to say, I'm going to stop myself and turning into something positive. And that's the important way to live life, is to try to make everything positive. Even if people come in your life who are negative, they do bring something to your life. So you have to find that positive thing and live with it. And that's just for me. That's what I need. Another thing is I allow myself to release any old stories that no longer align with my highest timeline. We've all made our mistakes. We've all had our errors. And some of us choose to live in them constantly. And something that happened 20 years ago, we think about. I release it. I don't need that old story. And if it still bothers you, just rewrite it. Just rewrite it in your head. Make the perfect outcome. Physically write it down. And every time the old story that bothers you comes up, write out and force yourself to remember a more positive result. Even if it's made up, try to remember a more positive result, because our subconscious wants to be the right thing. And it brings back this negative memory because it wants you to do the right thing. So let's just rewrite that memory. You want to learn from it. Let's learn from it now. That's just that someone who said that when you see a crime, your perspective will actually change what you see. And even though three people might see the same crime, see three totally different things, and every single one of them are wrong because our minds record it in a different way. So let's take our past memories and record it in the right way. It does work. I've had a few terrible memories that I've erased and turned into something positive. The old one comes back, but the new one kind of is like next to it. Oh yeah, remember me? And kind of pushes away in, and I'll just remember that more positive memory that didn't exist, but exists for me now. I am open to receive and I'm ready. I'm grateful for all the joy, happiness, positivity, financial abundance, prosperity, favor, love, compassion, and positive energy. I attract all the good in the universe. I find myself in a state of perpetual happiness. I am powerful. I am in control of my reality. I am complete control of my life. Never forget that you control your life. You control your emotions. You control how you react to somebody. So if someone comes to you and says something terrible to you, if you can just take it and let it pass by you because it doesn't apply to you, and just smile and go, thank you for your opinion. And even though they're trying to hurt you, if you don't let it hurt you, it's going to hurt them much more because they want to hurt you. And maybe they don't intend to hurt you. They want to make you better. And by letting it not affect you, it is in your power to let it not affect you. That's the most important thing, is everything that happens in your life, sadness, happiness, anger, it's under your control. It's under your choice. You just have to accept it and take control of yourself. Don't let anyone else control you. I am the most powerful I've ever been. I'm walking the wealthiest, healthiest version of myself. Everything I desire is on its way because everything I desire is already mine. I am healthy. I'm already seized upon that I am healthy. I am wealthy. It's already mine. You just have to take possession of these positive things in your life. Okay, I'll end with this. I forgive others who pour their pain upon me. I forgive myself for accepting and holding on to that pain. I relieve myself from any energy that no longer serves me. I only drink from the cup of peace, love, compassion, joy, and favor moving forward. So even though negative things I picked up, made them part of myself, I only drink from positivity. I will listen to others, but I don't need not to absorb it into myself. Some empaths have not learned that. And when they deal with other people, they absorb their energy. You don't have to do that. You can observe their energy, but you don't have to absorb their energy. And if you learn that, you become a better empath. You have to keep yourself at a higher level at all times, just so you can help others. Those who will let others abuse and use them because they think that's the good thing to do are actually hurting themselves and hurting others. Because if you let others abuse you, you're actually hurting them and hurting their karma. But if you don't let them abuse you, you're actually helping their karma. So it's kind of selfish to let others abuse you. I know that's hard to accept, but taking your own best interest at heart, not as a narcissist, but to help others, is the best path. That's hard to get across even my mind sometimes, because I want to do the right thing. I want to help people. And sometimes helping people means making them face that they need to take responsibility for their actions. Oh, got to say the violet flame. That's it. I'm going to end with the violet flame. And just in case someone's on at 8 o'clock, I don't want to overstep their boundaries or overstep their show. I am the violet flame in action in me now. I am the violet flame, to light alone I bow. I am the violet flame in mighty cosmic power. I am the light of God, shining every hour. I am the violet flame, blazing like the sun. I am God's sacred power, freeing everyone. Thanks, Saint Germain. Thank you, Violet Flame. The Violet Flame affirmation statement, whatever this is, works for me. And normally when I do it like 8 or 9 times, sometimes more, where I see it fill my body up. The first one, fill my body up and expand out. Second one, fill my room up and expand out. Next, fill my home up and expand out. Then I want fill my neighborhood up and expand out. And then I'll do Violet Flame, where I'll see individual people in my life who need help, whether it be the collective soul tribe, my wife, my son. The Violet Flame to me is a purifying energy, and I accept it because it is not a separate entity. It's just a positive energy that wants to help me and help everyone else around me. And I think the weird thing about the color purple is, back in ancient times, I'll keep over and over saying this, that purple was a very expensive color. Only royalty and, of course, the priests and the Pope had purple. Only leaders and religious heads had the color purple in their life. Now purple can be everywhere. Purple is a sacred color. I know people who purple is their favorite color. It's a powerful color, but in of itself, there is power in purple. In the Violet Flame, and I think violet is kind of a little bit above purple. It's kind of like an ethereal purple, where it's a color where it's kind of a light, like a white with purple together. It's more of a sacred color, and I like purple. I'm more of a green person because I like plants, I like life, but purple is a purifying color, where green is more of an earthy color, center of earth. Where green is my grounding energy of Mother Earth color, while purple is more of a spiritual God color. And pick the spiritual part of your life and you make it part of yourself, and the Violet Flame really helps. And I think I don't know if anyone has a show on right now, and again, don't want to hurt anybody. Hi, Danny Staten. Wow, I have 3 thumbs up. I only do this just to help people, to bring this out into people aware, because even just one affirmation a couple times a day, if you can keep it in your head, the simplest one is every day in every way, I am getting better and better. A very simple affirmation. You can learn that and take it by heart when you're standing in line, when you're at work, between meetings, because I know personally, I tend to show up at meetings at least a couple minutes early. And a lot of times people have their other meetings or their own mindset and they show up late. And I have nothing to do. I have my everything set up. So if I'm at a meeting for work and I'm sitting there quietly by myself, think to myself, every day in every way, things are getting better and better. Every day, every way, things are getting better and better. When I say this while waiting, it makes my meeting more smoother because something in me clicks in and I was able to say what needs to be said in a clear, succinct way. Because sometimes it needs to be done. Sometimes you can tell someone what they need to say that it might be taken in 90% of the time, 90% of the time might be taken negatively, but there's that one time when you can, 1 in 10, you can say something to them that will work and they'll accept. Because if you say something in a sympathetic way, they're more willing to accept it. Say it in the right way, they're willing to accept it. Because if you need to tell someone something and they're going to take it negative, don't even bother, because it's going to have no effect and you're just going to cause more trouble for yourself. But if you can give someone positive criticism in a compassionate, friendly, helpful way, and you're pretty don't even be positive, you're pretty sure that you're going to accept it because you're going at you're in your best interest and their best interest. You want to help them. You say it. Everyone at advantage. It's the way of going. But I've gone off on a tangent again, and I just want everyone to have a peaceful, happy, healthy, beautiful weekend. Massachusetts has their Juneteenth. I didn't know this was real. My company has June 20th off because it's Juneteenth. It's basically Texas put a thing about it abolished slavery in Texas, which is great for Texas, but why does Massachusetts celebrate it? Well, it's about freedom of people in their bondage. The whole slavery thing is in of itself a horrible mindset. And although most of us, our ancestors of the North, had no aspect of slavery, and a lot of us came to the United States as indentured servants, as Irish. My Irish ancestors came as indentured servants, but they also signed up for it. They had a choice. Indentured service signed a contract. African slaves, they were just ripped out of their country, even by their own people, and brought to here. And that is terrible. So no matter what anyone says that we all lived in slavery at some point, the African slaves had no choice in the matter. And we have to remember that. And of itself, the Civil War was not about slavery. It was about states' rights. But they put the positive spin about slavery into it. And we have to release that and just accept that, yes, the United States made problems in the past. We want to go and have a path forward. I've gone on a tangent again. Be at peace, everyone. Have a good weekend. And try to find your best self and seize upon it and go forward. What's next?